Today, Luke on Luke violence. Jed makes a shocking confession.
For me, this is hard to talk about, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And Paige and Hannah are back to break down their emotional season finale.
I'm gonna cry.
This is your reality check.
Big time thriller,
okay.
big time chiller.
Welcome, everybody. We told you that we'd see you next Tuesday, and we didn't lie. It's Tuesday, and I'm Lyndsey Rodrigues, and today I am joined by the host of the Betchelor Podcast, Kay Brown. Welcome.
Hey.
And from Mean Girls on Broadway, we have Taylor Louderman, who plays Regina George. She's in the house, too. And you guys go way back and have been in a show together before.
We do.
Yeah, in college. We're not going to say when that was, but
It was 2 years ago. You guys are babies. I'm expecting
Yeah.
some good banter from you guys. So why don't we dive right into our top 5. At number 5, So You Think You Can Dance is back for its 16th season, and we had a little bit of a reality crossover moment when 18-year-old Gino C impressed the judges with a contemporary dance. Now, audiences last saw Gino when he was just 9 years old on Dance Mums. Are you excited for the return of So You Think You Can Dance, or are you holding out for Dancing with the Stars?
Honestly, I love So You Think You Can Dance, but Dancing with the Stars is my jam.
I'm holding out.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys could be on Dancing with the Stars.
No way, no way.
No, you're a bride.
Definitely not.
Maybe together.
Movers.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
All
You
I
get
do
my
is
vote.
strut. Thanks.
At number 4, this one takes us to the south of France. Chef Mila has joined the Below Deck Mediterranean crew this season, but her talents remain questionable. Chief Stew Hannah actually refused to take out the canned corn nachos that you see right there to the guests, and she was horrified, as was I, to see the chef put steak in the microwave. Steak and microwave should never be said in the same sentence. Do you really think that Mila attended Cordon Bleu like she said?
I mean,
Maybe she was trying to spin it more casual for everybody.
this could be a new technique. I don't know.
I don't know, Cordon Bleu, more like Cordon Bleu.
Nice try.
Absolutely.
At number 3, on last night's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the crew continue their vacation in Trinidad, and Jock is shocked, he's a shock jock, when he learns that his girlfriend, who he was hoping to propose to, has no intention of becoming his 5th baby mama. Now, he already has 8 kids with 4 other ladies, so would you want to have a kid with someone who has that many children running around everywhere?
Honestly, I don't blame her because I feel like that's choices could have been made. We didn't have to have like all of these different.
But also, like, you don't want to have a kid with me. I'm your man.
okay.
Think about how expensive Christmas is already with all of those stepchildren. You want to add another one?
Yeah, because then she would be responsible
Yeah,
for
just
all of that,
no more
right?
kids.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm staying on the pill for that one. At number 2, as if things couldn't get any messier in the 90-Day Fiancé world, on the newest franchise, The Other Way, Tiffany plans to move to South Africa with her child to be with Ronald, who has a criminal record, is currently living in a rehab facility, and is a gambling addict. I mean, he sounds like my perfect man, but do you think that the two of them can make it through all of this stuff?
I think I would definitely tune in for it.
Yeah, it's a recipe
Like,
for
if
great
anything,
TV.
I'm watching.
I've already booked my flight to Cape Town in case it all,
Yeah.
falls through for them, and I'd be like, I'm here, Ronald, I'm
I'll
here.
be front row for it.
At number 1, what else could it be? Of course, it's Luke P. Okay, so he body slammed Luke S during a rugby match. Then he talked trash about him to Hannah, leading to all the other guys to call him psychopathic. So really quickly, because we're going to get into this later in the show, psychopath or not?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, conflict right off the bat.
No, yeah. I mean, every trait that he is like displaying is like every guy that we shouldn't be dating.
Well, yeah.
I think we should have empathy for him because, man, they're in a pressure cooker.
Okay, well, save all of this amazing stuff because later I'm going to make you debate the Luke P, Luke S paradigm, as it were. So in the meantime, though, why don't we get into last night's episode because there's so much to talk about. So let's actually talk about that body slam a little bit. You can see it actually playing in the screen behind me. We're going to do a little slow-mo action so you can really sort of get the sense of it. And boom. And there's Hannah's face. She's kind of shocked.
Yes.
And I mean, whoa! He was KO'd. What were your initial reactions to that?
Honestly, rewatching it kind of looks like a Dirty Dancing moment.
Yeah,
like that's what they were kind of going for.
Well, he definitely put that baby in the corner.
Well, like,
And on the
I didn't realize, like, Luke S. does look like he's coming after him.
Yeah.
Now that I see
Oh,
this.
so you kind of think that Luke P's self-defense claim was warranted?
But he almost looks like he was getting picked up. Or like he was like, you got this, right?
Maybe a dance move gone
They're
wrong.
both at fault.
They're both.
Oh, well, more on that later. I mean, the Bachelor Brawl started out on the field, but it continued in the mansion. So check this out.
Although he tried to talk to me into thinking that he is here for the right reasons, nothing has changed. I do believe that you are here for the right reasons.
This guy will do just about anything to screw you over.
What are your thoughts on this pre-rose ceremony drama?
When I saw that, my jaw was on the floor.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna go in there and, be like, okay, he's here for the right reasons, blah, blah, blah. But all of a sudden he just turned it and I was like, wow.
Psychopath.
That's like the story I tell every night on stage. It's like true mean girl stuff, right?
that
And we
was
think
mean-
only
that's exactly-
only girls can do stuff like that.
Oh,
But that's
no, these
manipulative.
Guys, this season,
Yeah.
some of them are really diabolical, and viewers definitely see
Yeah.
the red flags with Luke P, and so do the other guys. Check this out.
Luke P is a lying, manipulative piece of and every bone in my body is praying that Hannah sees it.
Okay, Hannah only seems to see Luke P's abs. Do you think that she's ever going to realize that maybe not all is right up there?
I think at some point.
Love is blinding. You
Do you
know?
think he just needs to get fat and then she'll be like, oh, actually, you're crazy?
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's it.
yeah. Just need to get fat or like something like that. Just one of those things. But hopefully she will eventually see
I think
it.
she needs to grow up a
has
little
to.
bit too and
Right.
start valuing things other than.
She's not having any conversations with these guys that are like, otherwise she would have realized that Luke S was telling the truth like when they met up afterwards. I feel like if they would have just communicated better.
But Lucas is also a little stinker.
Well, let's put a pin in this because, as I said, I am going to make you debate it later on in the show. But right now, why don't we talk about something else? Let's switch gears and talk about Jez's confession. Was it shocking? I don't know. Check it out.
When I signed up for the show, I was so clueless. I was open to the idea because I love love. But my first thought was, this is like a huge platform. But now, more than anything, I want to be with you.
Okay, so given that he's a musician and, this is a really public platform, were you surprised that he went into it with the wrong intentions?
No, he's just saying what everyone is already feeling.
That's what
I appreciate his honesty.
Shocking.
If you're going on The Bachelorette at this point to find love, there is something wrong. Like I feel like there's a point now that we've gotten to this point where you're not there to actually find love. There's some sort of ulterior motive.
Yeah,
You're there for the
maybe.
gram followers.
Yeah. Maybe.
But do you think he's there now for the right reasons and that he's become genuinely invested in their
I
relationship?
do. I think he's surprised by his feelings, which I love, and that's why I appreciate him saying all that.
I agree with that too. Like
And I think she fell for it too.
Yeah, there's definitely a connection between them.
And he's already been on the show long enough that his music career is like, it's a go.
It's to go.
Hopefully he can have the Grammy
Yeah.
and the girl.
Yeah.
Then there was Tyler C as well, who has the jawline of a Greek god and now the tagline of the summer's hottest rom-com.
I know I'm supposed to be here, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know why.
I want you in your highs and I want you in your lows. I'll take, whatever I can get with you, That's what I want. I want to be the man next to you at the end of this, And I think today I want to show you that I can be that guy that picks you up.
Oh, do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's the sound of a million panties dropping to the floor after he said that. In fact, one viewer found it so sweet that she actually posted this to Twitter. Tyler C on The Bachelorette could literally ghost me, then hit me up at 3 a.m. 2 months later, and I'd still reply in 2 seconds. Are you on board with Tyler C?
Yeah, he's smooth.
He's
Yeah.
smooth.
He's really smooth.
Yeah, his looks are deceiving. You would think he would be a big douchebag, but he's actually really sweet on the inside.
And ultimately, that's what
know.
Hannah has said, that she wants someone to be bold. She wants a husband, someone who will be there through the highs and the lows. So I don't know, maybe he's a front runner. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, we are going to take a very quick break. But when we come back, as promised, we'll be having a great debate on the Luke Squared Battle Royale. So as Chris Harrison tweeted last night, pick a Luke and settle in. We'll be right back.
Your character has shown that you're unstable. You are a psychopath. That's who you are.
Welcome back to the show. I am still joined by Taylor and Kay. Are you ready to have a great debate about the Luke Squared drama that went down on last night's episode of The Bachelorette?
Yes.
Okay,
ready. Let's
you're
do
so
this.
excited, Taylor. I love this energy. This is what we need. Okay, so we even have a fantastic graphic for our new segment called Teeing Off. So let's check that out. Teeing Off. I really love that graphic. I didn't watch it all day.
Like,
Okay, so we're going to start the debate with the ludicrous Lukes as promised. So you'll each have 30 seconds on the clock to explain to me why each of the Lukes deserves a rose next week. So Taylor, why don't you take Luke P's point of view?
Okay.
And then Kay, you call to take Luke S's point of view.
I'm ready.
All right. So if we can get 30 seconds on the clock, Taylor, I think you can start the debate. So ready?
Yeah.
Set? Begin.
Okay, so obviously Hannah has the most feelings for Luke P. She even said so herself because she said that she was connecting with him the most, and that's why she was so upset whenever all this was going down with all the other guys. I think they're both at fault here with the debacle, but Luke P has huge muscles, and she's so into that. And I
5
really
seconds
feel
on the
like
clock.
he is there for her. Like he is so there for her. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Well said. All right, Kay, now it is your turn to take
All
the
right.
point of view of Luke S. So let's get another 30 seconds on the clock and begin.
Okay, so Luke S is kind of quiet, but I like that because I just feel like he hasn't really gotten enough time to talk to Hannah because of Luke P. And if you guys saw the tapes, we know that Luke P literally body slammed him and kneed him in the head, which, if anything, there should be like a rose given out just for taking the knee to the head, like true or false. And I know they said something about the whole like tequila thing, how he's there for his tequila brand.
Right.
But like, so what?
Oh, and with 2 seconds to spare. I'm supposed to pick a winner. You both made valid arguments, but at the end of the day, this is the Bachelorette, not MTV's The Challenge. Luke P was in the wrong, so I'm going to go with your argument for Luke SK.
I think we all agree that Luke S.
You made a great argument. Like that.
All right, now it is time for topic 2. So why don't we have a Jed versus Tyler showdown and debate whose one-on-one date was the best. So Taylor, if you can take Jed's angle, and then Kay, you can take Tyler, even though I wanted Taylor to take Tyler because their names are similar, but we won't do that. This is so confusing as it is. Everyone is called the same thing.
I know.
So let's get 30 seconds on the clock, and Kay, seeing as you won last time, you can start off this time. So let's 30 seconds and begin.
Okay, so Hannah and Tyler clearly have some sort of connection. He's so good looking. He's so smooth. He says everything that any girl would want to hear. And I honestly think he means it, which is a huge part of it. And their date was so fun because she had a rough night the night before dealing with the Lukes, and he was there to just like listen to her and help her out. And I think he honestly has the right intentions. He's really good looking, and he does like dancing in like wood spaces.
You're really good at this, Kay. All right, so Taylor, you're up, and now it's your turn to tell us about Jed. So begin.
Well, I think she's really into Jed. Jed can serenade her. Jed is also really honest. I mean, we heard him be really bold and say that he came on this show for the platform, and it didn't seem to faze her. So, but I also think it was really sweet and endearing that he was like, look, I admit to this, but also now I'm here for you. I really like you. Yeah. I think he's sweet, and I think he's smarter than a lot of the other guys too.
Oh, and with 5 seconds to spare.
Okay.
Pick a winner. I think I'm going to have to call it a tie.
Okay.
But you both made fantastic arguments, and you were fantastic guests today. So great job. Thank you so much for being here to talk about Bachelorette, boys, and brawls. What a show. And we're not even done yet. But guys, make sure you listen to the Betchelor Podcast. That's hosted by Kay Brown and Derek Faith, who was here a couple of weeks ago. And go and see Mean Girls on Broadway because Taylor Louderman is Regina George, but not in real life. You're very nice in real life. Definitely not a mean girl. And make sure you stick around because after the break, we'll be attending a very funny funeral service with Paige Desorbo and Hannah Berner from Somehow, so stick around.
I mean, if it's two of you, will you marry me?
Welcome back to the show. I am so pumped to be joined by my next guest because they are friends of the show and best friends to each other from Bravo's Summer House. It is Paige Desorbo and Hannah Berner. Welcome back, lovely ladies.
Thank you.
How cute are the two of you? Also, congrats on your little magazine spread that I saw recently.
Thank you.
Very fun, very fun. Let's talk about last night's finale because a lot was going on. There was an engagement, a new relationship, and of course, my favorite part, a funeral. Let's have a look at you guys with this coffin in your car.
My funeral outfit is inspired by a rich widow who may or may not have killed her husband. We probably look like serial killers, but anything for a themed party.
Now, I always love having you two on the show, but when I saw that last night, I was like, this is why we connect so well. So I need to know, how many strange looks did you get driving along the Long Island Expressway with a casket in your car?
Honestly, I don't know if a lot of people noticed it because, like, I think our back windows were tinted.
Okay.
But it was so loud that we noticed it every step of the way.
We have a dark sense of humor, so we were just enjoying all these like fancy stories of what could have happened at this.
Like in case we got pulled over.
Yeah, you were saying that, oh, it's like our aunt that died,
Oh my
and
God,
just like turn on the waterworks. I got to get myself a casket.
I think it's just a good story to have in general, just to make you look more interesting than you are. Keep a casket in your car.
You are a girl after my own heart, Hannah Berner. Well, you guys said farewell to your summer spats at the funeral, and then Carl said hello to a new relationship with Kirsten. Let's see how that played out.
I asked her to be my girlfriend. Cheers.
You did. I'm gonna cry. I'm very happy for Carl and Kirsten. They make a very cute couple.
Real talk, Paige. How were you actually feeling in that moment?
So Hannah actually described it perfectly. My feeling in that moment was drunk. I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. I was just drunk.
Okay, did you remember the next day that they had made this commitment and that you had announced it to everyone for them?
Sure didn't.
Oh God,
Sure
no.
didn't, no.
I've actually never seen her that happy ever. So who knew it would be from Carl's new relationship?
And
she just loves love.
Yeah, I love love, and like, how was I showing up everywhere in that episode?
Oh yeah,
Like,
she was by the hot tub with Carl. Then suddenly she appears up there with Carl. Everywhere Carl was, Paige was just like, hi.
I know. It was like, she has powers. She has powers. Well, what's the status of their relationship now? Are they still dating?
No.
No.
Oh, so we won't be seeing Kirsten on.
They gave it a shot, but it didn't
They came
last.
to my birthday party.
Okay, and was that fine? Everyone played nice?
Again,
we
I
don't
was
remember.
drunk, so
We have no idea.
God, I love
We
you
wouldn't
guys.
know what happened if we didn't watch it, but gladly it's a TV show.
Lucky you have cameras following you around all the time to capture these moments. But of course, the biggest moment of the episode last night was the proposal that went down. But first, Kyle had to ask Amanda's dad for his blessing.
I'm confused how you get from your screw up and then now all of a sudden I want to take it to this level. I get concerned that's rushing in to make up for something that was bad.
And now, why don't we take a look at that very romantic actual proposal?
I mean, if it's who, will you marry me?
Are you kidding me? Are you f***ing kidding me? Yes.
Can I just say that I love that their proposal included a curse word? Yeah. It's so real. It doesn't get any more real than that.
Kyle, really? Really, Kyle?
Now, was she actually surprised by the proposal? Or
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
She wasn't tipped off by all the...
Insider information, apparently the box was very flat and it looked like a bracelet.
So even when he was like taking it out, she thought it was a bracelet.
She had no idea. I mean, it was such a sweet moment. How's wedding planning going for them?
I think they're a little stressed because they also have Loverboy they're working on.
Yeah.
Right. We haven't been called to be bridesmaids, so like...
That was going to be my next question.
We're really confused at what's happening.
Just show up on the day wearing dresses similar to that of the bridesmaids and just insert yourself in.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be bridesmaids for whatever. Maybe she's trying to do like a huge surprise for us, probably.
That'd be nice. Hopefully the
really
cameras
about
capture
that.
that.
She's probably planning our bridesmaid surprise, not the wedding.
I mean, you better be Amanda. Well, look, huge congratulations to Kyle and Amanda on their lovely engagement. Hopefully we'll get to see some of that wedding prep on a new season of Summer House. It is time for one last break, but when we come back, we'll be hitting you with another great moment in reality TV history, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. I am still here with Paige Desorbo and Hannah Berner from Bravo's Summer House. You guys having fun?
Yeah, she
Always.
is.
Oh, you're not?
No, I am.
Rude. Let's take a look at this reality history moment from Laguna Beach. Enjoy.
Do you hear that?
In this 2004 episode of Laguna Beach, Kristen Cavallari is hoping her dad will buy her a new car when her hand-me-down SUV overheats in the middle of SoCal traffic.
I am so happy.
Turned out it was Kristen's fault for forgetting to change the oil, and Mr. Cavallari decided not to reward his daughter's stupidity. So, no new car for K-Cav.
My car is donezo.
15 years later, Dunzo remains one of the great moments in reality history, and a pretty cool t-shirt. What a great moment. So K-Cav isn't coming back for the Hills reboot, unfortunately, but will you guys still be watching it?
Absolutely. I love a Laguna Beach Hills vibe.
And we grew up as that's the OG of reality television.
Yeah.
We might not be sitting on this couch if it wasn't for them.
They paved the way,
They
you might
really
say.
did.
Pioneers.
2004. That's
I know.
so crazy to think about.
I was 86. It was Shut up. Who was your favorite character from The Hills and Laguna Beach?
I liked Lauren
Yeah.
from Laguna Beach.
You mean Elsie?
Wait, do you mean Lo or Elsie? Because there were two.
Oh,
Laurens.
both of them.
All right.
See?
That's
Lauren.
very diplomatic.
I liked them both.
Very diplomatic.
I liked I liked Justin Bobby because he was a fuckboy.
I think he's coming back for The Hills. I don't know. We'll have to wait and
He was
see.
just such a character of himself.
Well, you know what? You guys are characters of yourselves. So thank you so much.
Got me.
I love you. So thank you so much for coming and
you for
being
having us.
amazing guests as per usual. We'll see you again very soon. Right now we are out of time. So I'm Lyndsey Rodrigues, and I will check you tomorrow. I haven't.